Hey Leo, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for May 10th through May 16th. All right, so I'm going to be using quite a few of my decks this week. This is actually the reading that I do for myself, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, this could be your person talking to you. This could be you, how you feel towards your person. It could go a lot of different ways. So just take it how it resonates, all right, and leave the rest behind. And we'll see what comes up for you. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many dogs are in my neighborhood. I swear, it's like, I absolutely love the nighttime. Like, I'm up half the night, okay? That's my favorite time because it's so peaceful and there's no dogs barking. I'm telling you, my next house, I love it here, but my next house is going to be in the woods again. All right, let's see. Let's move this over a little bit. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Leo, okay? I'm using all of my cards except for the tarot. The tarot, I'm going to be using the Heaven and Earth Tarot, all right, which is beautiful. So let's see what we have for you, Leo. Ooh. Okay. So you might have a question of who you want in your life, or your person might have that question. There might be a question of who. So that's not a card that usually comes up. All right, so let's see if we get a court card. Well, what do we got? All right, so we have communication. This is 8 of Wands. About communication, it could be about travel. I need another one. I need a court card. All right, we have 4 of Wands. Wow. So I feel like what this is about for you is this 4 of Wands connection that you have with somebody. You know, you might have communicated something to this person. They might have communicated something to you. You or your person might be trying to decipher, are you this special connection in their life? You know, they have a question of, who is this Leo? Or you have a question of, who is this person? It's somebody that you have, I feel like, a solid foundation with, somebody that you could see as a potential long-term partner, possibly marriage, or possibly, you know, a destined partner. There might have been some type of communication. Let's see what else. We have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So, you know, I feel like this is somebody that you might be able to go the distance with. You might feel like you could go the distance with this person. They might feel that way about you. But they might be asking, who are you? Who is Leo? You might be asking that about your person. What else do we have here? Affluence. All right, so somebody here is of significant affluence, so that means social status. That can be wealth. 10 of Pentacles also could indicate a certain level of wealth. You know, at the end of the day, though, when it comes to a connection, you know, you might see that as a very positive thing. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like it matters. So what do we need to know about affluence when it comes to your person? Three of Wands. So you might feel like they have certain expectations of you. You might feel like, gosh, you know, can I meet this person's expectations? You know, when you're by yourself, when you're alone, you might be really wondering, can I really meet this person's expectations? And I don't feel like you have to worry about that. 10 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's a heavy energy around, can I meet this person's expectations? Whether it's you or whether it's your person. Somebody carries a really heavy burden when it comes to, do I have enough? Do I have enough to give? You know, have I made it far in life, to as far in life as I should, to be with this person? At the end of the day, I don't feel like it matters. What do we have here? Precious. Somebody feels like this connection is precious. They might feel like you are precious to them. You might feel like this person in some way is precious to you. What is precious about? We have Queen of Pentacles. Barney. Hey. You don't have to bark at him when he barks like that. You know? You don't have to do that. Queen of Pentacles. So this is completely authentic energy. All right. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. All right. But for most of you, it's about feeling, you know, very connected, very genuine, very authentic, you know, and that might be something that's challenging for the two of you right now. You know, the two of you might have a hard time figuring out what is authentic here and what isn't. What else is precious here? Queen of Pentacles. And then we've got really, Seven of Swords. All right. So Seven of Swords, you know, I'm feeling like in this reading, you know, I'm feeling like somebody might have run away from somebody that they feel is very precious to them. And it might be because they feel that they aren't affluent enough. They aren't, you know, they aren't moving up the social ladder fast enough. You know, if you identify with that, you know, and you feel like your person is of some affluence, I feel like you need to let it go. Truly need to let it go. Okay? This stuff doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay? You know, if you think about what everybody does on a daily basis, people of affluence really spend a lot of their time doing the same things people who don't have affluence are doing. Okay? And that's not always the case, because sometimes people of affluence, you know, are busier, have more demands on them. Okay? A lot of times what we think is this ideal situation of wealth and affluence, you know, we don't realize what people go through necessarily who are in that situation, you know, the challenges that they face. But on an everyday basis, you know, what is your person enjoying doing? You know, people enjoy the same things. You know, it doesn't matter how big your space is. It doesn't matter how nice your car is. Your car is really designed to take you from point A to point B. Okay, so that experience really doesn't change. your space that you live in. Typically, people spend 80% of their time in 3 particular places in their house. That is so true because no matter where I live, and I've lived in, really nice areas, I've had big houses, I've had small houses. I spend the majority of my time in my office, sitting in my kitchen, and in my bedroom. Okay? I hardly ever use my living room. I don't watch TV. It's like no matter where I go, no matter what my situation, I'm still in the same 3 rooms, no matter where I go. And that's true for most people. Okay? So it's like what you think is this, it's an illusion. What else do we have here? Running away. What did I tell you? Somebody here is running away. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? All right, so we have 5 of Swords. It's very likely and very possible that this person feels defeated in some way. All right, they feel like, that they have lost the fight. They may not want to fight anymore. There might have been a fight between the 2 of you. They might have been running away from a certain argument or fight that they had with you. What else? 9 of Swords. Whatever this fight is between the 2 of you, this is something that they think about. This is something that they worry about. 9 of Swords, my least favorite card in the deck. If this is you, if you in some way are running away because you're creating the worst case scenario in your mind, I would suggest you stop doing that. 9 of Swords energy is pointless. The only thing that this can do is bring what you fear most right directly towards you. Because what you think about is what you draw towards you. One more. Ace of Wands. I feel like this person could easily be inspired by you. You could be inspired by this person. But, that inspiration in some way might scare one of you in some way. It's like the person who has a certain level of affluence might inspire the other person, but the other person is maybe too afraid to really look at, wherever you're at is where you're at, and you're at that point for a reason, or they are at that point for a reason, whether there's affluence there or not. But in spite of what we might think, this doesn't make a whole lot of difference in somebody's daily experience. Okay? What do we have here? Intense. All right, so this might be a very intense connection. It might be a very intense fight. I mean, we've got 7 of Swords, we've got 10 of Wands, we've got 5 of Swords. There's some discontent here for you or for this person. Like somebody here is uncomfortable. What is intense? Ace of Pentacles. We have Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. There's a desire to start over. This person might have a desire to start over with you. They have intentions to grow something. This person, I feel like, is terrible at communication. Okay, and it might be you. It might be you, it might be your person, but somebody here is terrible at communication. 5 of Wands. Why on earth would we not know where we stand with each other? Because that's what that's telling me. We have this intense connection, but we don't know where we really stand with each other. That's a lack of communication. Point blank. One more. 7 of Cups. So what do we do when we have a lack of communication? We fantasize. We fantasize about how we would like it to be. And I feel like that energy is very intense right now. What do we have here? Relief. Relief. What is that about? Okay, so somebody here needs relief from being trapped in their head, not being able to see beyond what is going on in your head. Is that you? Is that your person? Okay, if it's not you, it's your person. But if you find yourself very trapped, needing relief, you need relief because you need communication. Okay? Somebody here is very, very comfortable by allowing ourselves to just kind of live in fantasy. And that's where the intensity is in that fantasy. In real life, we're running away. You know, we might talk about this person in a very precious way. There's something here that might scare us about that person, or that scares that person about you, because this person is asking, who are you really? The only reason why somebody would be asking who you are is because we're not communicating. We don't completely know each other. This is probably a new connection in some way, or it's a connection where the communication has been terrible. The passion, Ace of Wands, might be there. You really feel the connection intensely. But are we really talking? I don't know. Her. All right. So, if you're the feminine, all right, let's see what this is about. All right, so we have 2 of Pentacles. As the feminine, are you playing games with a masculine? 4 of Cups. One more. Star. All right, so what this is telling me is there's somebody around you, there's somebody that you feel is your heart's desire, might be an Aquarius, all right? We haven't seen a whole lot of major arcana here, so there's somebody here that is your heart's desire, and do you find yourself being somewhat negative about the connection? Looking at these 3 empty cups, not really paying attention to your heart's desire, your Ace of Cups, or this person trying to give their cup to you? Or is this your person doing this to you? Two of Pentacles. Somebody here is playing games. This came up on her. So it feels like, whether you realize it or not, if you are the her, okay, your person might see you in some way as playing games with this intense connection. Somebody here is seeking relief from their thoughts, how they're thinking. They may not be able to see beyond. She's got a blindfold on. It's like we can't see clearly. We can't see beyond how we're thinking about this. So you might not see yourself as playing games, but the other person might see it like that. They also might not see the fact that you see them as your heart's desire because you're playing games and because you might be very negative right now. You might be focusing on why something can't work versus why something can. All right, so what do we have here? Random. Random. What has been random in this situation or in this connection? Knight of Swords. So I feel like there's been random communication, like unexpected communication from time to time between you and this person, like out of the blue. Out of the blue communication, like you're not expecting it. They're not expecting to hear from you. You know, it's like, and then somebody sits on that communication. Somebody doesn't really respond. What a terrible thing. Somebody gets the courage or the gumption to text you, email you, call you, leave a message, or you get that courage, and then somebody sits on that information. What a terrible thing. I hope that's not happening to you, and I hope you're not doing that to somebody. What else do we have here? Two of Swords, yeah. That's what I'm feeling. It's like somebody reached out. Somebody might have texted. Somebody might have reached out via email or a call. And I feel like somebody didn't respond. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Whoever that is. One more. And then we've got, okay. So we've got Page of Swords here. So what this is telling me is that somebody here would prefer to just kind of keep an eye on somebody. So that might be you. You might prefer to just, kind of track them through social media, see what's going on. Even though social media is probably not telling you the truth of whatever is going on with them. Same thing with them to you. Yeah, I would just, this person has reached out. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to see what's going on through their social media. And then, if I feel like it, I'll reach out to them. I got to tell you, if somebody is doing that, or if you're doing that, you really got to take a second look at that. Okay, because that's not honest. That's not honest communication, and we're struggling with communication here. What do we have here? Behavior. Exactly. What is the behavior here that is not working? Moon. Pisces energy. You might be dealing with a Pisces, but this is about keeping things in the dark. All right. So, if you're keeping things in the dark, if you know or you suspect somebody else is keeping things in the dark, this is what it produces. It produces, running away, needing relief, intense connection that we, aren't dealing with. Talking about the other person in a precious way or feeling this person in a precious way, but it's like we're not sharing it. We're not communicating. All right, so what else what do we have here? The Fool. So this is card of Aries, potentially. The Fool, represents the unknown. And whatever behaviors are happening, I feel like are contributing to somebody thinking that, I have no idea how this person is going to respond. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I need to take a risk. I'm keeping my feelings hidden as far as I can as far as I can. It's like all kinds. I've seen the card games more than any other card this week. There's this energy of playing games. And it's like, you know, how does that serve anybody? You know, with the her, if this is the feminine, you know, somebody is your heart's desire, right? But if we're focusing on the negative, why something can't happen versus why something can, you know, why would we think this could work? If we're playing games, you know, we're not being authentic. Why would we think this could work? That's not what we would do if we're in a solid relationship. And I know why that happens, right? Because, you know, your heart's on the line or their heart is on the line. You know, and it's hard to put your heart on the line and be open. But it ultimately is what aligns you to what your higher self ultimately wants. It ultimately aligns you to the universe. You know, when you're true to your heart and you don't play games and you speak your truth, and not just your truth, but the truth. Speak the truth. Okay? You can't go wrong because then you are aligned. You are lined up with the universe as to what is the next right thing for you. It's when you play games, that's when things deviate off of alignment. You know? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's true. You know, it's like if, say there is a position for a garbage man or a garbage woman, okay? In other words, somebody that, you know, takes your garbage. And you don't want to do that for a living, okay? But you take that job, okay? And it's something that you don't want to do. Every day you bring resistance to that job. And this in no way is against anybody that does that job, because I absolutely respect and admire people who do that because it needs to be done. And for people who do it, they do a great job. But for people that are doing that just to get a paycheck, okay, there might be something that people that remove garbage for you really like about it. You know, it doesn't require anybody to manage anybody. It doesn't require a lot of communication. You can listen to your, you know, your music throughout the day. It provides physical activity for you. It doesn't require a lot of thinking to do that job well. And some people, that's a great job for those reasons, right? But if it's not right for you and you go into that job every single day thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. This is not right for me. I need more stimulation. You know, I need more interaction. Chances are that a lot of people that do that job are very, very introverted and don't really want to have a lot of communication. So if you accept that type of job and then you are unhappy every day, you provide resistance to what your heart really wants to be doing. And it's the same thing, you know, in relationship. You know, if you play games and you say things you don't mean, or, you know, you don't respond to somebody's text, or you don't respond to somebody's email or call when you know you really want to, you know, you're out of alignment. All right, so we're going to get a couple of cards here. Let's see what we get. Whoops. Grateful moment, serendipity, signs from above. So this might be something that you're experiencing, okay? Or they are experiencing. You know, it's like there might be a moment that they had with you where they are very grateful to have met you. You might have met under unusual circumstances, and both of you might be receiving signs from above that there's a reason that this connection happened. What else? X marks the spot. Feminine, rejected and blocked. Well, that's what I'm seeing right here, okay? It's very likely a feminine might have played some games, okay? They looked at things from a negative perspective or focused on why something can't work versus why it can, blocking their heart's desire. So the thing is with this, it's like if you are the feminine and you're feeling rejected and blocked, it's because this person doesn't exactly know who you are. They don't know what to expect from you, okay? You know, it's like this, it's, if you're not consistent with who you are, you know, one day you're moody and sad, and the next day you're upbeat and happy and wanting to be around this person. It's like you're a big mystery. I feel like this is a tale of mixed messages. It's like there's a desire to be together. It's like you, her, feminine, could be, you know, this person might see you and your actions as being very random, your behavior as being very random, right? All right. We're running away from some type of intense connection. Somebody is seeking relief from how they're thinking about this. This person might be asking who you are. You might be asking who this person is. You know, affluence, you know, if we're letting affluence or money or status, you know, affect the connection in any way, let that go, because it doesn't matter, because somebody sees you as very precious to them. You might see this person as very precious to you. There were some really good moments here. But it's easy to mess things up a little bit when we play games with somebody, if we're paying attention, or we're scorekeeping, you know, or, you know, we want to have the upper hand. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to have the upper hand. I'll just tell you that. Because for the time period that you have the upper hand, or that you think that you have the upper hand, it's just delaying something. It's delaying happiness, or it's delaying somebody, including you, from moving on to a better situation, if that's what this is calling for. I feel like this is completely up in the air. I feel like it could go a lot of different ways. All right. So anyway, Leo, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can definitely reach out to me. If not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. All right. So much love to you. Thanks so much. Bye.